Good morning, everybody. What's happening? It's OC 20 Years of Science. What's this video about? I'm making a video about the social media comedian, the internet dog, and the big boy from YouTube. Hello, ladies. Well, stay, might as well say something. The big boy from YouTube, the YouTube daddy, whatever you want to call this crazy nutcase. Hey, listen, this boy, as far as I'm concerned, is a mental degenerate. And I'm not saying that because I'm hating. There's nothing he does that any individual with any form of self-confidence will hate on. Who am I talking about? Hassan Campbell. Listen, this guy is a disgrace to all black men around the world. If you're a black man with any self-integrity, please, this is a SAP, a public, no, see, I say that shit, that public service announcement. Please watch this guy. This guy is comical. I actually want black people to watch this dude because I watch him and I watch him because I find you hilarious. I do not find you to be, I just don't know. How does a person lie like you do and just continue to lie and just continue to lie? I've never seen anything like it. You're the kind of person, the only thing I can describe you to is you're the kind of person that I get everybody an extra year or an extra 10 years on their sentence because you will get on the police nerves so bad. And I'm just talking from the perspective you claim to live from, like the streets. You're the kind of person that nobody in their right mind should do anything with because your cockiness, like your cockiness will get everybody sent down for a long time because a police officer will look at you and just watch the lies manifesting off you and the way you lie with you lie just like really you're a professional liar. I don't know how to explain this dude. He just really makes me laugh. I started off following you because I believe that you were I'm new on the internet. I don't know any Americans. Like I saw this dude on there. He looked like a standard New York dude. He seemed like he might be a real guy. He seemed like he might just be a normal standard dude. Like I didn't follow him because I thought he was rich. He looked like a black bread that was on the internet. Probably had something decent to say, so on and so forth. But the more I started watching this guy, the less I started to realize, the less I started to believe in it. And the more I started to realize that, you know, this youth's a fraud. Blood. He's trying to scam people. He's a fraud. He's a standard fraud. Paid attention to him, started to watch certain things he's doing, saw the whole situation. First, you got to remember he had the situation with Tommy Sotomayor, where he stole bits of Tommy Sotomayor's content, the way he put his stuff across, the way he produced his stuff, the way he stole a lot of stuff from Tommy Sotomayor, right? And then you have the situation with everybody. We could go from Sayonetta, Kev Gills, Israel Doctrine, Monty Woodgrain, as long as you ain't no pedophile or whatever he says about you, because around here we don't entertain men that entertain children. That's not even acceptable. And everybody else, T-Bone from Colors, everybody else. This Brer is the biggest fraud on the internet. You are the one that steals content from people because you have no media training. Yeah, you're a complete dunce. Like, I mean, like to watch you, bro. All we have to do is go through your videos from the beginning till this moment, and people understand what I mean by you've had no media training, so you wouldn't have been able to achieve what you were doing. Tommy Sotomayor is a comedian. He actually works in entertainment. Yeah, he actually works on radio. Why the hell would somebody like him have to steal from a nobody like you who had never done any form of media or any form of radio presenting, never dealt with any form of journalism? In real life, I spoke to a guy that knows you. In real life. Yeah, I spoke to a guy from New York. You might know him. Like you said, you was in the streets in the 90s. Named Blacks. He knows Shav, Blackhand, Graf, all these people. He knows you. And here's what he told me about you. You're a doja. And that's on my life and everybody I love. He told me Hassan Campbell is a doja. He's the kind of dude you send on silly missions to do silly things because he's whatever a doja means completely in America is how he described you. And here's what his exact words. And if I lie, I die. I put everything I love on it. He goes, even they don't understand what this new preaching madness you're on is about. Like he goes, he knows you. Yeah, you're a street kid or whatever they call it in your country, but you are not no Messiah. Like, I believe you're mentally deranged. I believe you jumped into this thing not knowing how deep the rabbit hole goes, and now you're stuck. You're stuck making up consistent lies. The one that's really gotten to me, apart from you stealing countless content and countless things from people, from image to styling to the way you present your show to your demeanor. You don't sit in front of your fish tank no more. And maybe that's because I can buy my daughter one now. I don't know. But I just have the feeling these kind of things I look at, you might stop sitting in your car soon when I buy a car. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you know me, but I kind of know. I think I'm kind of famous on the internet like that. But let's keep it moving. You are a weirdo. You lie about random things. Yesterday, you put a post up about President Obama, which is a complete lie. Yeah, what kind of a grown man who claims to be here to help the people, you want to change things in the world, you want to do this and do that. Why would you go and find the footage in a time like this, in a time when everybody is all over the place, nobody knows what's going to happen next? We've got this coronavirus running around. We're trying to find ways to get around it in a positive way where everybody comes away, even though with what has happened, everybody still walks away in some kind of same way. I don't know how we will deal with this, so that's why I can't give you a straight answer. But when we have morons like this running around spreading false concepts and misappropriate information, like, it really gets on my nerves. Like, you're spreading information at a time like this when people do not need to be lied to. You're making it seem as if President Obama has prior knowledge to COVID-19 or COVID 2019 before it happened. And if you listen to the real speech, he clearly states that he was just talking as a president should talk in a global situation. As in, look, maybe 10, and it was in 2014 the actual interview was done. And he said maybe in 5 to 10 years we could end up with another epidemic like the Ebola or the Spanish flu. And these are things that have happened. And like with any real leader will pay attention to history, because history has a crazy way of repeating itself. Instead, you have Hassan Campbell taking the footage, editing this footage down in order to make people believe that President Obama had knowledge of this. Now, if he was trying to tell you the truth, he would have spoke about Bill Gates, because Bill Gates was the person that had more knowledge about this. More, it says he was the one that spoke about this as if he had booked it as a Nando's meal and he was ready to pick it up. Like, I don't know how Bill Gates knows about this. I don't know if this guy Hassan Campbell has a personal problem with what's his name, President Obama. But I believe you're a jealous guy. You're a kind of guy, you're jealous at things that people do. If tomorrow you hear 50 Cent got a deal to release like 10 CBS special gangster flicks, you'll have something to say. If you heard Jay Prince just did something, you'll have something to say. If you heard Puff Daddy just got another £1 trillion deal, you'll have something to say. If you hear Jay-Z and Beyonce got married in a scar castle made out of diamonds, you'd have something to say. You never have anything positive to say about any celebrities. You never see any good they do, from Dwayne Wade to his wife to his youth. And you're such a hypocrite. You speak on things that you yourself can be blamed for. You were the one that neglected your son while he ended up being the way he is now. You are the father that doesn't do a good job. You're the father that embarrasses your children by being a compulsive liar on social media and on the internet just for you to get views and donations. You cannot till this day show us 12 children that you have personally helped, 12 children that you have saved from the plight you suffered, 12 children that can say, if not for Hassan Campbell, till this day I'll still be being molested, and wouldn't have had the courage to speak up and do these things. Nothing. You just come here and you just talk a whole, sorry people, you just come here and you just talk a whole load of bag of waffle. Yeah, just in order for you to gain donations and to gain views. You have 180,000 subscribers, and do you know what you complain about? Not having enough subscribers. 180,000 people listen to your BS, and you still complain about you haven't got 200, 300,000 subscribers. Who the fuck is this fat dude? Who is this fat dude? Yeah, I would love to fight you, dog. Make a death wish. I'll knock you out, bro. I'll say it to your face, blood. Yeah, don't even think I'm joking. You're a slimy individual, a real nasty character, my G. You're even an embarrassment to gangsters, blood. Yeah, you make gangsters look like some sleazy human beings, my G. And any real G knows what I'm talking about. You ain't no, you're a character. Stop talk, you're a character. Yeah, let's just deal with the real facts. This guy talks like he's ever been to jail. You keep talking about your silly remand time. You try to superimpose some gangsterism on yourself that don't friggin' exist, my nigga. You didn't go to jail. You were on remand for a case that you beat, and then you damn near snitched on yourself the other day by telling us Bam Bada was the getaway driver at a murder case that you went to trial for, forgetting there's such a thing as double jeopardy. You a complete clown. Like what? You survived the 90s. You survived the 90s. You were getting nutted on in the 90s. You were having sex with men in the 90s. You were in the house having jailhouse sex on streets. Talking about you people survive. Have you spent time in prison? I ain't been to no American prisons, but I'll be damned to see a man sit down and say that. Where do you run to in prison when you got real war? What, you think you can run state to state when you got real war in prison, dog? You're a clown, my G. Like, you're such a clown. You make me laugh. You been to jail. You ain't never been to jail. I hate bros like you that try to consign remand time to be prison time. Remand time ain't shit, Holmes. You more or less get to live. You live a lot better than people who are actually doing prison time. Yeah, and at least you know there's a chance that you could get out if you beat your case. Yeah, how dare you say something so stupid? This is the kind of clown that we're listening to. And I'm not gonna waste too much more time talking on this robotic clown who has no understanding of anything, who's not a real street dude. You're a fake street dude. You're a nickel and dime hustler, dog. You ain't never done nothing serious, dog. You're a booty bandit who used to get money off his pimp, or you are a rent boy. In this country, you are what we call a rent boy, a boy that gives away favors for money from rich men so he can get things done like you did. Bam paid for your dog, paid for your this, send you money when you were ill, send you medicines. I don't understand how somebody that's been molested, like two of the dudes you call your heroes, were the dudes that more or less molested you, dog. Yeah, you have issues, dog. You need to accept these problems, dog. Like, real talk, I'm not American, cause man speak how they speak. Man been listening to rap music for a long time and don't even get it twisted. Just like your boy came over here spitting wankster, Holmes. Like, didn't nobody tell him to take that word with him. That's an English word. It's called what you are, a wanker. But yeah, the two people you call your father figures, getting back to what I was saying to you, they are both homosexuals, bro. You might not want to accept it, but they're both homosexuals, bro. Yeah, the man that you claim to be your big legendary homo homeboy from Bronx River took you to a house where men were having sex with other men, and you don't think that this guy was gay. And then you witnessed him getting his penis sucked by another man, and you still don't think this guy's gay. You still think this is this was just child abuse. You're trying to sell me that as child abuse. And then you hung around with the dudes for damn near like 2 decades, 3 decades. You were still cool with Bam until it was cool for you to snitch on the internet and make money off people by telling us you were a victim of child molestation. You are not a victim of child molestation. I don't care how that sounds. There's no man, especially how you claim to be this Bronx River gangster, and you're one of the most thorough guys, and you survived the 90s, dog. How are you letting a dude jizz off on your thighs, dog? Dog, that's war words, man. Nigga, you stupid. How's another man printing off all over your body, and then you ain't doing nothing about it? How's a man as a grown man got you in bed with 3 other dudes, which I don't believe. I personally believe the 3 people that were in the bed was you, the legendary Bend Over B.O., and Big Boy Bam. Because I don't see how them 2 homos gonna watch 3 young boys in the bed getting spicy, and they ain't gonna fling no marination over that shit. Take it how you want. I believe you. If I asked you to produce the 2 other boys, who they are, tell us their names, tell us where they live, give us some kind of inference to where these kids is at, you couldn't show us these dudes. They wouldn't exist. They would disappear into the Bermuda Triangle or the X-Files. Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. 2 dudes, one dude that jizzed all over your thighs and used to let you ejaculate into his mouth. Yeah, he was in the room, and the other one that used to like to ejaculate into your father figure's mouth was also in the room. These are 2 guys that like to get groovy with men. So I don't know how they're gonna sit around and watch you have all the fun and not jump in there and get your asshole cracking, my nigga. I believe they was pumping you out. And if you say no, we live in an era where you can go and get yourself examined in it. Go get a physical examination. The prosecutor that's taking you to court, before they waste their time, should get you examined in it to make sure that you have never been raped. Like, you're claiming abuse. Like, let's make sure you've never had your anal, like you said, you've never been anally penetrated. Let's see if that's true. I believe you're a compulsive liar. I've been watching you for years. You're an insecure, self-centered little troll who talks garbage about everybody. I've been watching Doggy Diamonds before that, like Forbes magazine, Doggy, like before it was even cool on the internet. And then this little way guy comes from nowhere and he keeps talking stupid shit about Doggy Diamonds. Dog, do you know how old Doggy Diamonds, man's been watching a guy like Doggy Diamonds for a little runaway like you to pop up on the screen and start talking negative about Doggy Diamonds. It's an insult, bro. It's a joke, bro. And you are a clown and a very embarrassing New Yorker, bro. Like, all you look like is a fraud. So, and I'm going to leave it at that, because from now we're going to start taking checks on you and making sure that you ain't out here promoting fake lies and instigating damn near riot incitements to riot. And I'm saying it, dog, because you're there lying and pushing a narrative that don't exist. Yeah, you're talking rubbish about President Obama. You're making up stories about this and that. If you were serious about COVID-19, you would be looking at it from the point of view of Bill Gates and his foundation, considering that this guy's making vaccines and doing all kinds of shit. And then he turns up talking about coronavirus is going to be the next epidemic. You're a liar. Stop stealing people's content. Stop trying to dress like people you see on the internet. Yeah, your go-go Power Ranger. We were the ones, listen, son. We were the ones that clowned you about your silly glasses, your silly Charlie Brown hats, and your discoordinated color coordination with all your silly Power Ranger outfits. Like, now you want to sit on the internet, and you know what you actually say to people? Somebody's copying your style. The only person that'll copy your style is a blind person. You have no style. Everything you've done, you've stolen from Tommy Sotomayor. What's the guy that gave you Sayonetta? You claim Young Pharaoh is copying you. You're a dunce. Young Pharaoh has a better base platform than you do, and his platform is going to be more successful because he can work with people. And don't forget, this is the Messiah, the second coming of Jesus, the Malcolm X figure that doesn't even know when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died. And I keep saying it. You only believe, listen to me, people. He only believes that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died at the age 33 because he heard that on the Nas song. If you really listen to this bread deeply, you can hear where he picks up his little bits and bobs that he throws at the mass audience. You believe that because in the song, there's a song where Nas says Jesus died at 33, and he goes through the numbers. I can't remember. It's an old song, but it's not an old song. It's been out for a while. If you're a fan of Nas, I think it's on the Nostradamus album. You can listen to Nas break down Jesus dying at 33. I believe that's where this guy who does no research, if you take a look at the video he posted yesterday with President Obama, it's either this guy is a complete rabbit or he's just the dumbest person you've ever seen. He posted a video with President Obama, which did he actually do it himself, or did he steal it and not know that there was a continuation to what President Obama was saying? These are the things I think about when I listen to him talk and I watch his videos. So I believe he stole the video. I believe he went on somebody else's page and he took the footage, and because he didn't do no research like he never does, he didn't investigate it, he didn't do the full checkup before he decided to put it out there. Because, you know, Hassan Campbell is the first guy to do everything on the internet. I was the first one that told y'all about this. Dog, people are grown. Yeah, things like Zygast and all have been, dog, your knowledge is so dumb. Like, the things you think you've told people first, you know nothing about chemtrails. Yeah, you pick that up off what you speak about. I could laugh about that. Like, I know you better than you think, dog. And I love manipulation. Do you know what an illusion is, Hassan Campbell? When you figure that one out, you would figure out why you're the dumbest dude on YouTube, and trying to steal from people was the greatest mistake you made when you decided to come up against people you don't know. What does that mean? It means something to you, because you're a fraggle, bro. Yeah, and you're a liar, and you do need mental help. Like, you're an embarrassment to your children and your family. You make your family look like fools. You're that modern day embarrassing dad Like, you lie on the internet. People are grown. The knowledge is out there. You make up fibs. Yeah, if I wanted to, people just have to watch Zygas 1 and 2 and see that half the information you're spewing is almost 20 years old, and you speak of it today like it's brand new information. That's how dumb you are. Bruv, get on page. Stop lying to people. People need to hear the truth. If you ain't got it, then leave it alone and point them in the right direction, because you don't have it. Yeah, what is your plan? Can you see, people can talk forever about you, can critique you forever. I could keep going. I thought this would be like a 2-3 minute video. I've been talking for 20 minutes and don't even feel like I've wasted time, because there's still so much more I could say about this clown. You're the biggest joke on YouTube, and I want people to see you. So for all times, we remember that you are a prankster. Remember that you're a liar, just like how you lied on President Obama. And I will be editing that footage into this so people can see you blatantly try to put President Obama in a position where people will start looking at his credibility falsely, thinking that he somehow had something to do with an epidemic that has killed millions, that has killed thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around the world. You are a very disgusting human being. You are a blatant pagan and a liar. Yeah, my blue tea look better than your homeboy's blue tea, but you keep your eye on people, and that's the way you move, innit? So you can tell him, no, we don't do that around here. We spit better bars, we make better music, we come up with better content. We just drop it better because we have that, that gentleman exquisiteness, that European exquisiteness that you can never be, you little hobo ass dude. So until you realize you're messing with a real Machiavellian genius, and you fully understand why I call myself Kaiser Soze, you're going to keep losing, dog, because you're already in the spiral, nigga. And you're losing already, and you don't even see it. And that's the beauty of being Machiavellian, nigga. Salute to all my real G's, all the real men, them that really want to change things in the world. As black men, we ought to be striving no matter what it takes, even if it takes our lives, my nigga. That's what men do. We're supposed to strive to bring a better future to our kids and to the women that take care of our kids. Yeah, we're supposed to be talking big business, not what this idiot's talking. This idiot's talking from a juvenalistic standpoint. And you can see what I'm saying. It's not easy. It's not hard to continuously critique this clown. We're big men, and I'm talking to all the big men that hear this. Every single man of color, black, African, whatever criteria they have us sanctioned under right now. If you feel how I feel, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the world's full of risk. We're supposed to take risks. People like you, people, it's because you ain't doing shit with your life. Yeah, people supposed to be worried about us. People supposed to be worried about black men. They're supposed to be worried about us on every level. Business, military, health, everything, space, everything. All fields of life, we should be in there being an active presence. This ain't the 80s, and stupid little scaredy cat wombat niggas like this is not the kind of niggas we need. Because all he's tough about is the block. Them man, they ain't tough about nothing else. Them man, they ain't got nothing to offer nobody. Yeah, if he did, he would have been halfway to achieving it now. He's here for subscribers. I'll tell you to your face, the only reason you mess with me is because you think I want you to subscribe. Keep walking, Joe. Yeah, I see more people on a daily, in one day than you do with your subscribing. And I'll speak to them. Because the world's always worked that way. We've done a lot of things before YouTube and then things there. But shout out to all the real people. And I don't want to keep on going with this, but if you've been watching this guy as long as I have, and you're really about something, and you can see that this guy keeps clogging up the arteries with these lies and these little sweet boy, yellow boy BS bullshit, like just coming out here with this papi. I'd never ever met a dude that could, you calling me papi, like, you have to slow down, bro, because I'm a G, real talk. And I'm not saying that as into these youths. I grew up in the hood, but I've gone and done a lot more things with myself. Growing up in the hood does not prevent me from being a successful businessman. Having tattoos does not diminish my intelligence. Hanging around with the people I grew up with in my block doesn't mean that we're some low lives. Talking to my childhood friends and keeping in contact with my childhood friends. Yeah, we might not all be successful. We might not all have houses, but these are my friends. These are the people that I love. The people I take serious, and that's how I move. Even if I made £1 billion on facts, you'll still see me in White City making sure that all of my people's good. Even if I made $1 billion, it would be more reason for me to run back to the hood like a kid. Because I love where I'm from, my nigga, and I love my people, and I don't play about that. I don't come around onto the YouTube. I'm not gonna be on YouTube lying to you, trying to tell you to do. If I don't know, I don't know. I'm gonna point you in the direction of the person that knows, so we can both gain some knowledge, and maybe what you pick up and I pick up put together can lead to something better. I'm sick and tired of these church fake black guys around the world lying to black people and misleading us in all kind of divide and conquer directions. You're an illiterate, dumb person. For you to even put your intelligence up against mine is something that I'm yet to see in it. But we're going to play this game, and we're going to see between me and you who actually takes the people somewhere. Because I believe you're a clown in it. I believe you're a hobo and a clown. In the beginning, I believed you. In the beginning, I thought you were serious. In the beginning, I thought you were somebody to actually, I thought you were a hood nigga that actually saw the detriment of our ways. But I come to realize you're just a con man and a scam artist who will lie on everybody and anybody. You can't work with nobody. If you were truly a person of the people, you would have worked with Queen's Flip. You would have went to that conference, a real person that wants change. You brought beef and stagnation to that situation. Instead of you bringing intelligence and camaraderie, you brought beef to that situation. You're a straight bitch. Yeah, and you've heard me saying it. And blacks can tell you where to find. Bro, I real talk. I would love. You saw that? Oh, dog. You don't understand, my G. You're an idiot. Yeah, you ain't no gangster in no way, shape, or form. Your background and your negligee history tells us that you're a straight clown. Yeah, you're the only dude that would jump up on the internet and tell us that you had BAM. I said, if I was BAM, I'd get somebody to pop your skull. Real talk, my G, about you telling people I was the driver at a murder. But I'll get you killed, bro. And that's how I tell you to your face, because you're a straight snitch. Yeah, real life, my G. And if you don't like what I'm saying, that's your business, nigga. You're an idiot, dog. And I got a crocodile Dundee for that little Playboy thing you walk around with any day of the fucking week. You stupid pagan. Roll out to the real niggas then that really want to see their youth grow up in a better life and not be limited to their options, and not like this twat here talking shit about things his brain can't comprehend. He's a real idiot, man. Salute to everybody, real. 20 years of science, 2020, coronavirus is slowing everybody down, but we're going to beat this thing. You know why? Because positive thinking leads to positive releases of energy, which helps your immune system. Get your train on. If you were tired, you best stand yourself up and go and buy a skipping rope or something and start doing something with your life before this coronavirus takes you out of this world that we're living in. Yeah, it's out there, but if you're strong enough like Boris Johnson and everybody else, you can survive it. Yeah, so go get your stamina up and stop listening to stupid scaremongers who just want you on their page so you think you've got some kind of, and he keeps referring to the second coming. Like, dog, you're the second coming. I wish we could kill you now and what you raise up in 3 days time. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be the first one to kick you off the top of the building. Like, don't worry, when you hit the ground, you're gonna stop. Yeah, I'll be the first one to kick you off. Yeah, this is England, and give it to him 300 star, you little pussy old nigga. Don't stop listening to this madman, and if you listen to him to critique him, so you understand where not to be led astray, because he's a complete con man. He's a hustler from the hood that just knows, all he knows is how to con. And if you ever want to debate me on any of these issues that you have lack of understanding of, I can educate you to them, because I am actually the person with the knowledge and the understanding of what it is we're trying to get done as black people. Yeah, so please stop doing this. You're getting on my nerves. 100, stay safe to all my people. And when I say people, that's people. Yeah, good people. I'm a black human being, as in color. Yeah, obviously we're still working out who we are. But apart from that, people. People means the earth. People means people on the earth. People doesn't have a color. It doesn't mean we don't have color, but people is the way for me to describe all of us, because at the end of the day, I was not raised just by black people, just by white people, just by any kind of people. I was raised by people. I grew up in a part of the world where people kick it and people have fun. And then we go to the Notting Hill Carnival and eat chicken, corn, and all kind of niceness, until some people came around and tried to mess up that flow, and I'm not with it. Yeah, so shout out to all the people out there that's about realness, about real life. I want to see our children have a much better time than we did, and enjoy the real benefits of this new world that we're living in, this new world order that's going to benefit our children. Because if it doesn't benefit our children, then there's no purpose to anything we've ever achieved. Yeah, see what I'm saying? There's a big difference between the intellect, between a little grown man that wears punky big hats and silly colors like he's a Bassett licorice all sorts character, and then he wants to talk to me. If you're not from England, you wouldn't know what Bassett's licorice all sorts is, but if you Google it, you understand why I find the youth funny. But one more time, as I keep saying, stay safe. Could spend 8 hours like most of you real dudes, all of you real dudes on the YouTube as well, all of you real men, real women. I'm loving some of the women the way you're crushing this dude, because a woman will know that there's certain things a man won't do because women understand men. So keep getting on this little retarded human beings arse, and don't let off, man, and stay blessed. All my sisters too, stay spiritual and stay real, because you know what I mean, a prestigious woman is a woman you can't buy. 100.
That's right. In their labs. And America predicted, no, Barack Obama predicted 5 years later that this plague was going to be here in America. It was trying to set up for it. Think about it.
There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly. And in order for us to deal with that effectively, we have to put in place an infrastructure, not just here at home, but globally, that allows us to see it quickly, isolate it quickly, respond to it quickly. So that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now.
And see, the thing that pisses me off the most about this situation is that so clearly you see that your first black president, he knew what time it was. Y'all don't realize, some of y'all think I just be trolling these celebrities. I see what your third eye don't see. All of these celebrities on a certain, the A, B, and the C list celebrities, the A and B, they know. They knew.
Same path of basic research that is being done here at the NIH, that Nancy's is a great example of, so that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now or a decade from now, we've made the investment. And we're further along to be able to catch it. It is a smart investment for us to make. It's not just insurance. It is knowing that down the road we're going to continue to have problems like this, particularly in a globalized world, where you move from one side of the world to the other in a day.